hooligans and enthusiasts, I'm back. I do apologize for the unintended hiatus that I ended up taking. That does tend to happen when you decide to move, and at the same time you're moving, you have a couple major projects going on at work that kick off at the same time, and being in the middle of a full course load, it definitely makes scheduling tight and difficult, especially for video stuff that you have to edit. So I do apologize for the absence, but it was all for good reason. Getting settled in, getting things back on track at work, and also making sure I didn't fall behind in the schoolwork, which is why for a while there, the only place you saw me was on my channel, and only on Fridays, with the one Sunday for Canar with Damar. But now that things are settled back in, I don't want you guys to be confused. I didn't stop riding for the last month. I actually was riding, it was just everything else was so hectic that my rides to and from work, to and from school, were all purely silent me time. There was so much going on, I really didn't want to talk about much because there's no sense in venting to you guys about stuff that really amounts to nothing. Because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about the fun, the exploring, the wonderful sights like this that when I'm feeling the need, I can just ride down here and see this whenever I want. And it really is such a beautiful thing. Although I will say, I was a bit annoyed on the ride over to this spot because I got stuck behind a I don't even know what to call them. Definite tourist. Because they were going 20 miles an hour during my favorite group of twisties back over there, which hopefully by killing this time will open back up. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But there was something else that came to mind, an actual inspiration for this week. Earlier in the week, Dead Kennedy in Space released a video about the Great Attractor. And something he said towards the end of that video really struck a chord with me. When you think about the scientific progress that we as a species have made over the last couple generations, it really does give me personally mixed feelings, in the sense that I do feel almost betrayed and definitely disheartened at the amount of people today utilizing the wealth of technology and scientific advancement that we have to spread nonsense, bullshit, and idiocy. But then I come across people like Dead Kennedy in Space, and Logical Troglodyte, and Casual Spaceman, and Dick Dawkins, otherwise known as Canadian Thomas, over on the shills, and also longer-term friends, Red's Rhetoric and Sean Hufford. I've come across people like that who remind me that there are people out there who give a shit. There are people out there who know and understand much of the progress that we've made and want to continue it. They're eager for it. They're, dare I say, hungry for further advancement. And that was the thing at the end of Dead Kennedy in Space's video, which I will link in the description below, that really struck me, is just looking at where we've come from and how it was the mid-80s, shortly after I was born, that we made a step and actually identified the great attractor that our galaxy, as well as the rest of the supercluster we're in, is being influenced by. That's been over 30 years. It really makes me curious to see just exactly what's next. Now, yeah, I have a background and work in engineering, but engineering isn't the area where most of your leaps and bounds and real advancements are coming from. That's also why I'm in school for particle physics, because I want easier access to the new material as it comes out. And being in the academic setting in that field, that's where it's at. That's just one of the areas that we're furthering to advance our knowledge in. And I just gotta say, the people on that side of things that I've met, thank you. Thank you for restoring that little bit of hope that I have for humanity and its further progression and work to avoid the potential intellectual regression that a lot of these, I don't even want to be too harsh with it, they're just idiots. The misinformation and idiocy that they continue to push, we are going to be there to counter it. And it's to the point where it doesn't make me angry anymore. It's just sad. It is immensely disheartening at just how many people feel so confident in their idiocy to spew it with the veracity that they do. But then you have the others who, when you challenge them or even just ask them to explain something, they run away. Those people, fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, you disingenuous twat. But, okay, so, there. You got my touch of harshness in this video. Now, I've been staring at this beautiful scene for long enough. It's time to kick the bike back on and give that traffic a little more time so I can actually have some fun on this, a little bit of fun on this road, and actually keep honing my skills on this beautiful baby. But you guys haven't heard it in a while. Such a beautiful sound. So calming, relaxing, and yet it just makes you want to just grab a hold and get up and go. Speaking of, let's go ahead and get out of here and get back on the road and really show you what I've been wanting to do all day. This, my friends, is the problem with some midday rides. So, I have an idea. You guys deserve better footage from this road. So how about a early morning sunrise canyon carving type of footage? You guys deserve that kind of technical riding, and it's the kind of riding I have been in the mood to do. But these guys are not helping. Because that's the thing, I'm not going to push it and go crazy with other cars on the road. I will start to push the limit when I know the roads are more clear and when there's less potential risks to worry about. Now let's go a different way back. this is one of those moments. Filtering is tempting, but not legal. So for all my European viewers, yeah, you lucky bastards. You can filter through traffic like this. I can't. Not legally, at least. And I think here, amongst this wonderful traffic of downtown Newport side streets, is where I will leave you guys this week. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share the channel. If you want to help support this channel and my main channel, AT2 Productions, and everything that goes on over there, link to the Patreon is in the description. If you want to see more vlog type stuff, not necessarily on the bike, and want to support the channel not through the monthly Patreon donations but through other means, there is a link to a wish list from Amazon in the description as well. I appreciate you guys who come over and watch and comment, and it definitely helps give that sense of community that we have going. And I can't wait to see it grow. We've also recently passed 100 subscribers with over 1,000 on the other channel. Let's see how high we can get those numbers. Until then, I'm gonna try to not kill these people in a road rage. But when you have water that close to where you live, kind of makes it easier. So, as always, to my 2- and 4-wheeled friends out there, keep a head on a swivel and ride safe out there.